In Ozamiz City, you're watching One TV News Channel. One TV News Channel. Serving you with information, news, sports, and public affairs. One TV News Channel. One TV News Channel. Serving you with love. Ang telebisyong pangmasa. One TV News Channel. One TV News Channel. One TV special report.
May gabi sa tanan, this is the Asenso Ozamiz Employees Night 2025, and to formally open the program, join me, let's all welcome with a big round of applause the Honorable City Councilor Attorney Marcelian Mars Tapayan.
Dan salamat, Ma'am Dasil. I would like to ask for your kind indulgence and forbearance because I'm not used to having a prepared speech. I always prepare to have an impromptu speech so that it would come from my heart, not only from my mind. So, maayong gabi kayong tanan. Please allow me to acknowledge, even if they are not around, our Asenso leaders, the man who laid the very foundation, who established the foundation of our plight today, our community in Ozamiz and in Ozamiz Occidental, the father of the province, the very hardworking governor, Governor Atty. Hindi Saminal, atong pakan. And please allow me also to acknowledge the man who first coined the term Asenso, who laid the first stone of the building in establishing the Asenso administration in Ozamiz. Mr. Asenso himself, Congressman Sanso Fernando Ando Aminal, atong pakan. And then his elder brother, we know him very much, also very young and energetic, our former mayor, now Congressman of Asenso Pinoy, Congressman Atty. Henry G. Waminal Jr. Of course, allow me also to acknowledge our new Asenso Mayor, very down to earth, yano kayo, very humble. I have known him long time, not only because he was our city administrator since 2019, but I have known him being my co-passing lawyer when I was still in public practice in my profession as a lawyer. Our very humble but very intelligent and dynamic, proactive Mayor Atty. Sam Norman Go Fuentes. Of course, may also acknowledge his only and beloved wife, the RD of Region 9 of Department of Education and Culture and Sports, Ma'am Ruth. Thank you for coming, ma'am. Thank you for gracing this occasion. Of course, may also acknowledge my partners in the City Council, our mother, very motherly, give us guidance in the City Council, Vice Mayor Simplisa Bibinili. And also, ay power ako mga gwapa o gwapo kayo nga mag-uban sa konseyo. All very young, like me. Na eviction. nabata ako tungod nila. Ato ni Danilaw. Ako din barkada pa sa una. Bago may abogado. Si Councilor Very Beautiful Cecilio ko. Si also very beautiful Councilor Lorly Puente-Cypress. Of course, also very beautiful kay puro may guwapatanan. Kaming pa si Councilor Kathleen. Ang pinagwapa sa amutanan sa konseho, of course, walipod-lipod, si Konsyal Dinky Shiso. Ako sa magkauban mga gwapo, may power, si Konsyal Sani Paminal. Si Konsyal Junjun Sakin. Ang among bung rebelya sa council, Konsyal Achi Romero. Si Konsyal Salo Salvador. Og among anak-anak sa council, si Konsyal John P. Lungsod. Og ang atong ABC Vice President, si Konsyal John Carlo Moralion. Huwag natin ngayon nalimtan. Og sa atong mga tinahod nga mga departments nga niya karon, di na ako tasaon kay basig basipet ko. Nalimos yung ngalan. Apelido, memorize tayong naong. Pero pardon me kay kining idara na gamay nga batanon ba? Malimot sa first name. So, mayang gabi, labi na sa ato mga empleyado sa City Hall, LGO. This is our night, your night. Of course, I know that we have a long way from our first term sa 2019. When we won in 2019, mga 2 weeks before, ako ang assign lang Mayor Andog ni Governor Rominal nga mo inspeksyon sa atong financial sitwasyon sa Ozamiz. Kung saan na ang atong kaban, nabay kwarta na bilin, kung saan may bahaton. Anak, na report was very, I'm sorry, it was negative that time. Nga, lisod good. Kaya dagang kayo, nakita na ko nga dili regular, dagang irregularities. And of course, it was a challenge to us. Nasa mga kwarta nga wala kayo gasto. Hugas na nakita na mo nga lahi ang atmosphere, ang environment sa atong mga empleyado sa City Hall. Lahi ang kultura sa atong mga empleyado. Gani, first 2 weeks, istorya ko ni Kong Ando, din Mayor Ando, unsaon pag streamline ang atong empleyado. Kaya kang empleyado nga siyang posisyon, dili ang ngayon. Sample lang, na midwife, ang carpenter. Dili good ang iyang trabaho, appointment, dili ang ngayon sa ilang posisyon. So lisod kayo ang trabaho. Gawas ana, we are challenged by the very fragile peace and order of Ozamiz. So, the challenge was big, so much more that we won landslide. So the way among challenge, because there was much expectation from the public, from you, my co-employees, taas ni Lantaw, and we always make changes sa atong LGO. O kailangan ko na change, nagyoy necessary opposition sa change. But I am very glad bisan sa mga changes atong gihimo sa LGU since 2019 up to now, kamong mga empleyado na ginahinag adapt sa mga visions, sa since team, mga aspirations o mga pangandoy nga mausab atong empleyado nga untak ang inyong mga miti o inyong mga utasan, inyong characteristic traits usbon aron atong masabihan ug maayo ang atong kaisunan nga Ozamiz nun. Og nakita nako there was a great transformation of all employees since 2019. Dako ayang kusaban niyo. Ganin because of that, this year kita na sa LGU, although for how many decades, pila ka dekada, 10 years man o sa dekada, nga kita third class city. But because of your perseverance, your transformation to become the employees that you are now. Mabibihon, matinahoron, matibangon o mahigumaon. We're transformed from a third class city to second class city thanks to your employees of Ozamiz City. I'm sincere. Sincere ko nag-istorya nga tungod ninyo mi-improve ang Ozamiz. Kaya nakita na ko ang feedback sa katawan. Lahi ng may empleyado ko sa Ozamiz. Mababiho na, di naman bugot. Bisog na pungot, smile gihapon. Usay hilaw smile, bro, smile lang gihapon. Bisag ang atong mga customers makalagot na, smile lang gihapon. Because that is the brand of Asenso. In fact, our mayor has said in his first speech nga Asenso is not only a brand, it is commitment and dedication. Dedication nga kita mapadayon sa atong pag-Asenso. Remember our team sa atong 75th Saturday anniversary? 2 years ago? Our diamond anniversary? Our team is building lasting peace and progress. Ang usa ka makununayon o balahotayon nga kalino, di lang temporaryo, permanent, lasting peace and progress through good governance and resilient faith. Una, please allow me to say that since 2019 up to now, our goal is still the same. Ako dito yung Sam, kanunay, kang ano hindi, may hindi padayon, o karon under Mayor Sam, kanunay, nga Asenso. Nga, we have to continue good governance. By transparency, ipakita asa pa yun ng kwarta. Igamit, good, para pag hatag o dugang nga Asenso sa atong kaisunan sa misnon. Wala sa bulsa sa atong mga public officials. Transparency. Good fiscal management. O anti-illegal drugs. Labi na sabo. Nga ito karon, we are very challenged. Kaya mo rin Ozamiz na yun. Karon, ang uptake o misustain sa itong programa nga aging sabo. Kaya murag, I'm sorry to say nga, ang nanglibot itong mga upan, mga probinsya, grabe lang sabo. Salamat ko sa kapulisyan nga kanunay gyud nga miliyok aron we can sustain our program against illegal drugs. Of course, anti-criminality o labas na zero corruption. Mga gani na nga in 2019 matingala mo mga empleyado, palingkod na mo third quarter, July 1, 2019. Ang kwarta sa third quarter, hurot-hurot na. Pero, pagka Desembre, nahingangamot na nga doon ay mga bonus, doon na pa yung mga food packs. First time sa iyong kinabuhi, nalipay mo. Nga na siya, natilawan nyo ang bonus sa atong LGU sa amin, sa atong pagpakan. O katong na-sustain na, until, pagkasutuig, until now, nga atong empleyado, may enjoy good. Silang ang enjoy kung silang mga paningkamot sab nga mulambo ang atong dakbayan. So, thank you very much. And I am very confident. Mark my word. Because of you, ibalayo ng inyong mga paningkamot ang inyong dedikasyon. Tingali mga 2 years from now, may mo natang first class city. Kaya, paingon ta din na. So, thank you my fellow employees sa inyong mga paningkamot. O kinikibiyon na, amo ning pahinungog kaninyo tanan. So, please enjoy the night. This is yours, this is ours. Thank you, salamat. O may gabi kaninyong tanan.
Thank you very much, the very young Honorable City Councilor, Attorney Mars Tapayan, of course, taking us back to 2019 when the Asenso Ozamiz administration started serving Ozamiz City and, of course, bring about the much needed change for unity and progress para sa Asenso Ozamiz, and now, of course, under the leadership of Mayor Attorney Sama and Norman Fuentes para sa kanunay Asenso Ozamiz. And yes, Honorable Councilor Tapayan, thank you very much for acknowledging the role of the LGU Ozamiz employees for bringing that change to Ozamiz City. One of the highlights of tonight's Employees Night is a dance contest with the Spanish era theme. And of course, we here, kitang mga LGU Ozamiz employees, LGU Ozamiz family, we are very grateful that tonight's Employees Night is graced by a respected panel of judges nga mo share sa ilang talent, ilang expertise in judging tonight's contest, as our fellow LGU employees will be swaying and dancing to Spanish music, will be taking us back to the Spanish era. So allow me to introduce one by one our respected panel of judges nga naadiri karon, experts in their respective fields, and now here in Ozamiz to join us. I'll be starting with Judge number 2. Judge number 2 is an LGU Aurora tourism staff, former teacher of Aurora National High School, and arts and design coordinator, dancer and choreographer, event organizer of Badak Festival 2014 to present, event organizer for SAYAW Pasalamat for 8 years in San Isidro, Labrador Parish, Aurora, Zamboanga del Sur. Beauty coach for 18 years for Miss Aurora and other beauty pageants. Awarded as Most Outstanding Auroranian 2020 as medical frontliner for COVID-19 pandemic. His work continues to inspire educators, learners, and communities to embrace and celebrate the richness of Filipino culture, cultural traditions through dance and the arts. Ladies and gentlemen, LGU Asenso Ozamiz family, judge number 2 is Geraldine A. Cabusas. A big round of applause, please. So it's my honor to introduce to you Judge number 3. Judge number 3 is an education program supervisor in music, Arts, Physical Education, and Health in the Division of Oroquieta City. Program Director of Babaylan Stage Play of Mubod Integrated School 2023 Kaamulan and 2023 Kaamulan Festival Judge. Ladies and gentlemen, LG Ozamiz family, Judge number 3 is J.B. Roferos. A big round of applause, please. And of course, the chairman for the Board of Judges. Sir, thank you for gracing us with your presence tonight. He is an education program supervisor in the Division of Lanao del Norte. He is a dynamic cultural advocate and seasoned education leader, currently serving as education program supervisor in the Division of Lanao del Norte. Prior to this, he was the MAPES supervisor in Hingoog City and served as master teacher at Kapatagan National High School, where his passion for the arts and cultural heritage was deeply rooted. A proud graduate of LaSalle University, Ozamiz City, he earned his Bachelor of Secondary Education major in MAPE and a Master of Education major in Physical Education. Deeply committed to cultural preservation, he pursued further studies through a graduate diploma in cultural education at Xavier University, Ateneo de Cagayan in 2019, made possible by a scholarship from the National Commission for Culture and the Arts, or the NCCA. Dr. Escorial holds 3 doctoral degrees: Doctor of Education and Education Management in 2018, and a Doctor in Management in 2023 from Ozamiz University, and a Doctor of Pedagogy in Curriculum Development, honoris causa, conferred by Ibarra Fellows and Scholars. With extensive experience as a national and regional folk dance workshop participant, he has been instrumental in staging cultural showcases that celebrate the Filipino heritage. As a production director of Sari Manok Production, he has directed numerous full-length folk dance performances and theatrical events. His role as folk dance judge and contest technical expert further demonstrates his authority in the field. A highlight of his cultural leadership is his pivotal involvement in events like the Battle of Folk Dance Gala Night, where he brings together artistry, authenticity, and academic insight to promote excellence in performance. A teacher by profession, ladies and gentlemen, our chairman of the Board of Judges, Sir Rodson Villanueva Escorial. A big round of applause. Before we proceed with the contest proper, let me read to you the criteria for judging. For performance, comprising of staging, spacing formations, showmanship, projection, dance routine, entertainment, value, and a crowd appeal for 40%. Choreography, dance arrangement and concept, uniqueness and creative moods, 30%. Theme and music, musicality, beat, techniques, synchronization, and moves to the music, 20%, and costumes and audience impacts for 10%. So ladies and gentlemen, let me now introduce to you one by one the contestants for the different clusters for the Asenso Ozamiz Employees Night Dance Competition. Let's proceed and let's all welcome with a big round of applause cluster and contestant number 1, City Health and Aslam Lao, dancing to Lanceros de Tayabas. A big round of applause.
Noong panahon ng Rebolusyong Pilipino, mula sa lalawigan ng Tayabas ay tumindig ang matatapang na kalalakihan at kababaihan. Sila ay mga magsasaka, mangingisda at karaniwang mamamayan. Ngunit sa kanilang mga kamay ay may hawak na sibat at sa kanilang puso ay naglalagablab ang hangarin para sa kalayaan. Sila ang mga lanseros ng Tayabas. Ang sayaw na ito ay aming alay bilang pagunita at pagpupugay sa kanilang kabayanihan. Esta danza es nuestra ofrenda para honrar su memoria y su lucha por la independencia. Ibig sabihin, ang sayaw na ito ay aming alay upang parangalan ang kanilang alaala at pakikibaka para sa kalayaan. Friends, ladies and gentlemen, presenting to you the Lanceros ng Tayabas Dance from Cluster 1, City Health Office and SM Lao Hospital.
Hospital. Once again, LGU, Asenso, Ozamiz family, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready. Cluster number 2 from the City Mayor's Office, Admin, Legal, AONC, CDRRMO, and CTMS. Once again, cluster number 2, dancing, the Chotis Ding Rena. A big round of applause.